Hello everyone. My name is Peter. Welcome to the true stories being shared here. Please sit back and listen to today's story. Planning to deceive my boyfriend after I found out he was cheating on me. I discovered my boyfriend was cheating on me a few weeks ago. I had this strange feeling and checked his phone while he was asleep. Those 20 minutes locked in the bathroom felt like an eternity, and the shame of it all has kept me from telling anyone about it. I moved across the country to be with him, so I'm completely alone. No friends or family here. He woke me up the next morning with kisses and breakfast, and he's been doing that a lot recently. Must be the guilt. He even bought me flowers for the first time, after I'd hinted at wanting them for years. He thought my quiet tears were from happiness. He even talked about buying us a house, one with enough space for potential kids in the future. We encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments. Your messages will be passed along to the original poster op of the real Reddit story. We hope your insights can help them find a solution to the challenges they're facing. Thank you for being a part of our community and contributing your valuable thoughts. I'm still going through the motions. Making breakfast and daily protein shakes, packing his lunch, making sure dinner's almost ready when he gets home from the gym. What pisses me off the most is I really thought he wouldn't do something like this. He watched his father cheat on his mother and abandon his family to escape their marriage while she struggled with lifelong infertility. My partner isn't her biological son and never had kids of her own. She devoted her entire life to the two of them and passed away from ovarian cancer not long before we met. Sometimes I wonder if she regretted staying with him. We have a small shrine honoring her, and something about it makes me look at her and hope for guidance. I love the man she raised and hate the man her husband made. But both of them are him, and he's a grown man who should know better, so I've decided to leave. Next week, my car will be picked up and shipped back home, and I've got first-class tickets for me and my dog, all paid for with his money. He'll come home from work, and everything I brought with me will be gone along with me. The only thing I think I'll regret is not being able to see his reaction when he walks through the door and realizes what's happened. I'd probably laugh out loud. I lie to my boyfriend every day and save the money he gives me. Almost every day, my boyfriend sends me money for lunch, gas, something. I thought he was really generous. Turns out he was cheating and giving me little bits of money to ease his guilt, as if he didn't beg me to move across the country with him where I knew no one. When I found out, I wanted to confront him right away, but was scared of the fallout because the apartment's in his name, and once again, I don't know anyone here. Now I'm just saving every penny he sends so I can cover the $3,000 in moving fees to get back home without draining my own savings too much. Break my heart, ruin my ability to trust, and make me terrified of men that I can handle. But mess with my finances? No, never. Next Wednesday, the transport company will pick up my car, and the plane tickets for me and my dog are already booked. I'll keep up my happy act, cooking dinner as usual, scrubbing his back, and giving him his Wednesday night foot rub like I don't know he's been cheating on me. It's the only revenge I can take without haunting myself later. Some of you asked for details. There are over 7 other women, and everything he told them was a lie. Name, age, height, city, profession. All of it. The only common thread is that he bought us all matching lingerie for his birthday in January, and specifically asked me to hang it in our closet where he could see it. Disgusting. After going through many breakups, I realized breaking up with friends hurts way more than breaking up with a lover. I'll be single again soon, and I'm both looking forward to it and not. Like, yay! I can finally cook whenever / however I want and won't have to split chores doing things my way. But that's the only good part. I've been on my own since I was 16, and things have turned out mostly fine. I have a house, a paid-off car, a cute dog, no debt, and I'm about to finish my master's at 25. Could be worse. But I'm lonely. I don't talk to my family, and I had a major falling out with my longtime friends a few years ago. I haven't tried to make new friends because part of me hoped I'd one day figure out how to fix those friendships. Plus, I move a lot, so making friends feels pointless. I'm not great at maintaining long-distance connections with anyone. I've never been too proud of romantic relationships. They're nice, sure, but a circle of loving women has always been where I found the most peace and understanding, and that's what I crave the most. I guess I'm just going through it right now, and I really wish I had people I trust to talk to. Friendship breakups are the most painful thing. This relationship made me realize the thin line between love and hate. I found out my boyfriend of nearly 4 years was cheating. We've been living together for 2 years, and tomorrow I'm leaving him. He doesn't know yet, and won't until after I'm gone. As furious and betrayed as I am, I still love him. All I really want is to wake up tomorrow and find this was all just a nightmare. I hate this reality that the person I loved most looked me in the eyes and lied to me, who knows how many times. And every time I think about it, I wonder how many times he did it. How many times did he drink, eat dinner, sleep with other women, and then come home to me? How many times was I the stupid girlfriend who trusted her boyfriend blindly? How many times was I the punchline of some woman's joke? Was he screwing us behind our backs? Did his friends know? Did they look me in the eye and really say nothing? Did he love them? How many times did he say he loved me and mean it? When did he stop meaning it? Did he even mean it the first time? I'm not a master manipulator. Unlike him. I'm just calm because I've never had any other choice. Emotions get you hurt or worse when it comes to my parents, and I know I have a lot of hurt to unpack, but I can't. Not in a woe is me, or pity me, it's too hard way. Just no. Maybe I'm just unable to. The therapists around here are so westernized that once I start with the short list, they'll probably charge me double. Maybe triple. And the last time I tried, he still managed to convince me I enjoyed my own assault. Maybe I'm cheated on because I lack emotion. My level of intimacy is pretty limited. A few times he asked about my childhood. I brushed him off or told him one thing I thought wasn't too bad, and he was shocked at what I left out. And that's where the hatred comes in. He knows what it's like to grow up feeling unwanted. He knows what it's like to lose parents at a young age. He knows what it's like for your whole life to feel like one terrible event after another. But he still did this to me, and I don't understand how he could. I could never cheat on anyone, let alone someone who shared such private things with me. I haven't made eye contact with another man since we met. Everyone else is just everyone else, and we were us. I don't know. I just don't see how I could ever date again. I had deep trust issues long before this, and growing old with 30 cats sounds great. Hell, even amazing. At least I won't always be wondering when the betrayal will come. Update 1. Leaving my 4-year partner after finding out he cheated. The transport company came and picked up my car. Sold any large furniture I brought with me for cheap. Took his dog to the park, played with him for a bit, got him a dog cupcake, and brought him back to the apartment. The movers started coming to take the rest of my things, and I wasn't prepared for the property manager to think we were both moving out and that we hadn't given the required notice. She came to talk to me just as my Uber arrived, and I told her what was going on. Unfortunately, they called him since his name's on the lease. He's called and texted me a few times, but I haven't answered. His workday won't be over for a few more hours. I left my apartment keys and anything he ever bought for me that I hadn't already sold. I didn't feel like taking those things with me. While packing, I remembered we had a pet camera for recording treats in the entertainment center, and I turned it back on. I promised myself I'd disconnect it before midnight tomorrow, but I have my own predictions about how he'll react, and I just need to know for sure. Yeah, it's messed up. Sue me, haha. I actually forgot to leave a note and ran out of time before my Uber came, so I just left the lingerie set he was so obsessed with on the bed. He'll figure it out eventually. Or not. Now I'm at the airport with my dog, just waiting for the flight. I wish I could say I feel free, but I don't. Just tired. Thank you for all the well wishes, and even more thanks to the other women who shared similar stories. I think I might have caved and stayed if it weren't for all of you. Update 2. I turned the camera on for about 10 minutes after I left. He wasn't there, but everything was a mess. A hole in the wall, furniture overturned, papers scattered everywhere. The kitchen looked like a tornado hit it. I deleted all my other social media accounts but didn't block his number. The first 2 days he called me over 200 times. A lot of wild texts, and he admitted to some things I didn't even know about. Quite a few calls from his dad and friends too. I didn't respond to any of them. Final update. I think his dad caused his mother's death, not directly, but I cheated so much and gave my wife an STD that led to her getting HPV, and since I wouldn't let her get medical treatment, she became infertile from cervical cancer. I misspoke and said ovarian and died. Of course, no one will ever know for sure, but I doubt it would help. My ex always insisted he didn't respect his dad as a man because of it. He's their nephew, not their son. When I found out he cheated, forgiving him was never an option because I didn't want to follow in his mother's footsteps. I didn't have any signs, and a few months later, he locked down his social media because he didn't want to miss a promotion opportunity due to politics. I acquainted myself with everyone we knew for a month or two until I figured out who I could and couldn't trust not to share my new social media /phone number /address with him. I never blocked his number, but I also never responded to any texts or calls. They finally died off about 2 months later. Eventually, he found me again, and I moved once more, this time out of state. At the last place, he showed up at 7 a.m., and I saw him ringing the doorbell, looking around, showing people my picture. One of my dumb neighbors confirmed I lived there by naming my dog, and he kept coming back every day after that. I kept the letters I found addressed to me, clearly from him. They said a lot of things I didn't know, but none of it could undo what he did. I moved before I saw him face to face. Some of his friends reached out after my second move and told me about some erratic behavior he'd been showing, but I ignored them too. Not my man, not my problem. I've been asked out a few times since, but no thanks. I'm too fragile and too jaded by the bad ethics of some of these men. There's nothing I miss about the relationship. I know I should say I hope he gets the help he needs and finds happiness, but I don't. I'll be hurt for the rest of my life because of what he did, so the least he can do is regret it for the rest of his. Most importantly, I've found an amazing group of women who are like family and have been there for me. I'm happier than I've been in years. I'm just thankful I got out before I got pregnant or married and stuck with him forever. I forget he exists most days now, and I didn't even think that was possible. I hope this is enough. Thanks, Redditor.